guess you'll never believe who came by the cigar lounge today.
Who?
Remember Cardi B? Well, Offset stopped by the lounge today.
I can one up you on that. Cardi B came to the nail salon today.
You gotta be kidding me.
You'll never guess what she paid.
My goodness. I'll tell you what. It's a damn good thing we're underneath that community property system because the cigar lounge, I keep smoking up on the profits.
I am really so sick and tired of my husband's cigar addiction. He will not quit smoking, and I fear he's going to get cancer and die. I have warned him and warned him.
Now that my husband is dead, what happens to his cigar shop?
Well, he did advise you to keep his property, so it all goes to you since we are a community property state.
Okay. Judge Emily, I need a divorce from Abby. I can't do it anymore.
We cannot be together anymore, and we need to know what's going to happen to our property because we can't live together anymore. But we have 3 houses: one I bought, one she bought, and one we bought together. So how's it gonna go?
Well, as to your individual houses, did you buy them before or after the marriage?
We each bought one before the marriage,
And then we bought one together during our marriage.
and we would spend time at all of those. But it's in my name, it's in her name, and it's shared.
Okay, so as to your individual houses that you bought before the marriages, you guys are going to be able to keep those. Nothing's going to happen to those. As to the shared house that was bought during marriage, I would recommend selling it and distributing the profits equitably, as to not cause any issues.
Okay.
Okay.
So what about like our cars? Because we each have very expensive $100,000 cars, and sometimes we drive them, but I want to keep mine. And
Yeah, like what's gonna happen to my
we
Benz?
can't be sharing our cars.
Yeah, no.
Well, similar to the houses, did you acquire those before the marriage or during?
During, but we each paid for our own.
Okay, well then, as long as neither of you are trying to make a claim on the other's car, I would recommend just not making that an issue and going ahead and keeping your cars.
Also, hypothetically, if one of us were to die before the other one, then what would happen to our property?
And this happening before the divorce happened.
Okay, well, based on the paperwork that you guys have submitted to the court, it looks like you are both listed as beneficiaries in the other's will. And it looks like that if one of you dies before this divorce is finalized in the eyes of the court, the other person would receive one half of the deceased spouse's estate.
Okay. I think
Okay.
we can work with that.
As long as I'm out of this marriage.
Yeah, this marriage
Then that's
isn't
fine.
working, but I'm very thankful that I live in a separate property state so that she can't come after what I've got. And we both have a similar income, so is there any reason I'd have to like pay her alimony or anything, or she pay me, or if we're pretty equally divided?
Well, considering you guys make about the same amount of money, and I'm assuming that neither of you wants to make a claim on the other's income, I would recommend nothing being done there, and you just go your separate ways.
All right.
And would you have would you happen to know what happens to our children? Because children aren't property, but we're gonna have to work that out. We have a set of twins.
Well, that's a very good point. Children are not property. So I am going to turn you over at a later date to my colleagues in the family court, so that you guys can work out a custody agreement, time plan, whatever you guys want to do.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, thank you
I'll
so
be taking the
much.
kids.
We're gonna split them,
It's so honored.
but we're gonna split our houses and our cars and all the things we've bought on our own.
I only think that's fair that we have our own separate property.
As long as you guys keep it civil.
Okay.
Thank you.
Case dismissed.
Don't you think it's crazy that we live in a common law marriage and you own everything and I own nothing?
Well, a little bit, but I think that's pretty common. Let me take your rings with you, okay?
All around me are familiar faces, worn out places.
He owned everything. Do I get to keep the house?
Well, you're a dower now, so under common law marriage, you get 1/3 of the assets.
All around me are familiar faces, worn out places, worn out faces, bright and early for the daily